Hello guys, at this time we will be discussing the lesson 3 of KidBright, and in this lesson I will be discussing the 4 tabs that we can use in KidBright IDE, okay? And those 4 tabs are loop, wait, music, and clock tab, okay? So what will happen here guys is I will discuss what are the commands that you can see in these 4 tabs of KidBright IDE, okay? And I will be using here KidBright Simulator, the online one, so that I can give you some examples for this commands in these tabs, okay? So let's start guys by me pressing this percent button here so that we can. All right. So our lesson for today is loop, wait, music, and clock tab of KidBright programming, okay? So let's start first with the loop tab, okay? So from the name itself, guys, so loop, so it will be the tab for looping. So the loop tab contains command blocks repeating the command in a cycle or loop, okay? So since you are already familiar with programming before, so I'm sure that you've already encountered looping. So the looping part of KidBright programming, we can use looping in this tab, okay, in this loop tab. So here guys, so this is what you can see when you click the loop tab of KidBright IDE. So in loop tab we have 3 commands, okay? So the first command is this: repeat while and then do. Okay, so what does it do? So from the name itself, repeat, so it will repeat the command. Okay, so there are 2 choices here. Okay, we have repeat while and repeat until. So I'm going to show you guys. So this is the KidBright simulator. So if we click this loop tab, we can see this one, right? These are the 3 commands of loop tab. So let's use this one, repeat while and then do. So as I mentioned, so there are 2 choices here. You can repeat while and then you can repeat until, okay? So what's the difference between these 2? So let's go back to our Google slide. So the repeat while, it will repeat the command when the condition is true. Okay, so this command that we are discussing, the repeat while and then do, you can see here, we can add here the condition that we want, okay? So if we use repeat while, so it will analyze the condition that we will put here, if it's true or false, right? So if the condition that we will put next to this command, if the condition is true, and then we are using repeat while, so it will repeat the command until the condition is true, okay? I mean, it will repeat the command when condition is true, okay? And then if we use repeat until, so it will stop repeating the command when the condition is true, okay? You see the difference? If we use repeat while, it will repeat the command when the condition is true. But if we use repeat until, it will stop repeating when the condition is true, okay? So that's the repeat command. Next command is the break. So from the name itself, break. So it will break your program. So it will stop repeating the command, okay? And then continue. So it will continue repeating the command, okay? So those are the 3 commands in the KidBright IDE inside loop tab, okay? So later I will show you some example for this. So the next command guys, or the next tab that I will be discussing is the wait tab. So from the name itself, wait, right? So you can tell already that this tab is for like stopping the program or making the program wait. So the wait tab contains command blocks to temporarily stop working and wait until a new situation arises. For example, stop and wait until switch 1 is pressed, okay? So that's the wait tab. It contains command blocks to temporarily stop working the command or the program. So if we open the KidBright IDE and click the wait tab, so these are the command or these are the programs inside the wait tab. Okay, we have 5. So the first one is wait LED 16 by 8 ready. So what is the use of this command? So it is used to wait until the display screen is ready to work. Okay, so meaning if the screen is not ready, it will wait. Okay, the program will just wait. But when the LED screen is ready to work, okay, it will continue the program. Okay, and the next is wait switch 1 press. So actually you can already understand, and you can tell already what's the uses of these commands by the name of these commands. Okay, for example, the name of the command is wait switch 1 is press. So you can tell already that this command is used to wait until switch 1 is pressed. Okay, so meaning until you press the switch 1, the program will wait. Okay, that's the wait switch 1 press. And then we also have this wait switch 1 release. So it will wait until switch 1 is released. Okay, so until you release the switch 1, the program will just wait. Okay, and then switch 2. Okay, wait switch 2 is pressed, and then wait switch 2 is released. Okay, so it will wait until switch 2 is pressed, and then it will wait until switch 2 is released. Okay, so those are the commands of wait tab. Okay, so now guys, let's go to our third tab. Okay, the music tab. So from the name itself, it talks about the music or sounds, okay, that you can make in your KidBright. Okay, so the music tab contains command blocks that control the buzzer to produce sounds as specified musical notes. Okay, so if we open our KidBright IDE and click on music tab, so you will see these 5 commands inside the music tab. So let's discuss this one by one. So the first one is note C7 and then duration. So it will make the buzzer play a specified sound with specified duration. Okay, so let's try this music tab. So if you are really good or familiar with some musical notes, so it will be easier for you to understand this music tab. Okay, so if we press on music tab, you will see this note C7 and then duration. So if we put it here, let's say, let's put it inside forever. Okay, so the note is you can change this. Okay, whatever note that you want to play. So these are the notes, or these are the choices of the notes that you can play in KidBright. So let's say you want to play the note C#5. Okay, and then you can change the duration of this. So let's say click this one, and then you will see these choices. All right, we have 5 choices. I'm not sure, but I think this one is whole note and then half note. I'm not sure. Maybe we can try to look at this musical notes duration. So here, guys, with a little help of Google, so you can see here that, all right, here. So this symbol, all right, the first symbol here is whole note, and then this symbol is half note, quarter note, eighth note, and then 16th note. Okay, so those are the meaning of duration here. Okay, so this one is whole note and then half note. Okay, and so on. So let's say, yeah, let's do this whole note. All right, and then if we try to play this. Okay, let's see. All right, as you can see, it's making a sound, but I don't know if you can hear it, but it's making a sound like a sound of C sharp 5. All right. So if you know the notes of other songs, okay, you can create it here by using this these commands inside the music tab. Okay. So now let's go back to our presentation and let's continue. So that's the note duration. Okay, we can make or we can play a specified sound with a specified duration using this command. And then the next command is rest duration. So what does it do? It will stop the buzzer from playing sound a specified duration. Okay. And then the third command is scale and then note and duration. So it will set the desirable musical note. Okay. And then the user must enter values for pitch and duration. Okay. So you can change this. So let's try this. So let's open the music tab and let's look at this. So if you want to scale or you want to set, so let's say you want to like maybe F or G major, and then you can change the note as well. Okay, let's say D6 or any note that you can want here. And then the duration is still the same. Okay. So it will set the desirable musical note that you want, okay, using this third command inside the music tab. Okay, and then the fourth command here, guys, is set volume. And then the fifth command inside music tab is get volume. Okay, so set volume, you can set the volume. If you want to make it louder, you can set the value here higher. Okay, and then get volume. So it will read the value of the volume of the sound. Okay, so let's try this. So let's maybe delete this. All right, from the music tab. So let's say we will use these two. So let's say you want to know what's the value of the volume of your KidBright buzzer. So you can get the value of your volume using get volume. Let's say we want to display the value of the volume. So you can just use LED scroll when ready and put get volume next to it. All right. And then, so it will, when we run it, it will display. All right. It will display the volume. So maybe we can put here like delay for 1 second. And then, okay, let's run this for now. All right. So as you can see, guys, the value of the volume is 50. All right, based on the KidBright here. So we get the volume, and then let's use the set volume. So from 50, maybe we can put it to 70. If you run this, all right, so it will display 0 and then becomes 70. Okay, so as you can see, the value of the volume now is 70. Okay, so that's how you use get volume and set volume. Okay, so that's the music tab, guys. Okay, so let's continue. So the next tab, or this is the fourth tab already. So this is the last tab for this lesson. So the last tab is the clock tab. Okay, from the name itself, clock. Okay, it tells about the time. Okay, so the real-time clock tab contains command blocks involving with the real-time clock, such as day, month, year, and time. Okay, so using the clock tab, we can set the time, the day, the month, the year. Okay, and we can also get the value what's the day today, what's the date, what's the time, okay? So if we open the clock tab, guys, this is what you will see, okay? So these are the commands inside clock tab. So the first command is date time. So it will read the year, month, day, and time from real-time clock, okay? And the date, it will read the year, the month, and the day from real-time clock. So maybe we can try this time as an example. Okay, so maybe let's put it here. Basic, this scroll when ready, and then on the clock tab, let's say we want to know what's the date and the time. So you can put it here, right? And then if we run this, so it will display that 20/06/2021. So the date today is June 20, 2021, and the time is there, okay? You see, this is the date, and the time will be displayed as well. So it's 2:23, right? So meaning you can use these commands to know what's the time, okay, and the date. All right, so that's the time and date. And then the date, it will read the year, month, and day from real-time clock. Time, it will read the time from real-time clock. So here, if you use date and time, you will know the date and time at the same time. But if you use date, it will display only the date. And then if you use time, it will display only the time. Okay? And then the day. So it will read the day from real-time clock. So let's try this. So the day. So let's remove this and let's try to use day. Okay? So here it says 20, right? Because it's 20 of June. All right, that's the day. And then after the day is the month. So it will read the month. And then the year, it will read the year. Hour, it will read the hour, the minute, and the second. Okay? So let's try all those commands in our KidBright simulator. So if you want to read what's the date, what's the month, okay? So here, it display 6, okay? Because the date, this month is June, so it's number 6. And then if you want to display the year, so year is 2021, so it should display 2021, right? So it's now displaying 2021, okay? And the next, guys, is, let's say we want to display the hour. So it's now 2 p.m. So it should display 14, right? Okay. So it's displaying 14 for the hour. And then for the minute, so it's 26. So it's now displaying 26. Okay. And then for the seconds here, let's see. Second. And then let's remove minute. So the second is, or it will be, the second will be displayed if we run this. See, it's 24, and then 27, now 30, okay? So it will display the second. As you can see, it's increasing because the time is running, okay? That's why it's increasing the second, okay? Now it's 48 and then 51, okay? So that's how you use the clock tab, okay? If you want to know the time, the date, and the year, you can use the clock tab, okay? So that is the clock tab, guys, okay? So now, let's continue. So here I have a sample code, okay, that you can use to run or to test those 4 tabs. Okay, so now, guys, let's try this example, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're going to use the KidBright simulator here. And then let's try that example in the presentation. Okay, so let's remove everything first. Okay, so the first command that we need to do, we need to put inside our program is the forever. Okay, so while I'm doing this example, guys, you can also do this in your own computer using this KidBright simulator so that you can also experience doing it yourself, programming it yourself, and you can understand it better if you are doing it yourself. Okay, so the first one is forever. Okay, next, guys, is on the math. Okay, so let's use this x, the variable. So what the in the example, guys, here, so we're going to create um we're going to create a variable. Okay, and the variable that we're going to create is number. Okay, so from x, let's rename the variable and rename it number. Okay, and then now we have variable number, right? So let's go to math and let's put set x, but let's change the x to number, and then let's go to math and let's set the variable number to 0. Okay, so this is the second step. So after the forever, we set the variable number to 0. Okay, and then on the basic tab, we will add LED 16 by 8 two cars. So it will only display two characters. Okay, if we use this LED 16 by 8 two cars. Okay, and then we want to display something here. So hello world. So let's remove hello world and let's put here number. Okay, so if we are already done with this command, the next step here is we're going to use the logic tab and we will use here if do. Okay, so here we're going to create a conditional statement. Okay, so what's the condition? So the condition is if switch 1 is equals to 1. So we have to go to logic again and put this one here. Okay, and then let's go to our sensor here. And then let's choose if switch 1 is equals to 1. Okay, so if switch 1 is equals to 1, let's go to loop and put this inside the do. So repeat while. Okay, repeat while, and then let's go to logic and then let's add this one. Okay, repeat while, and then we will use this variable here, the number variable. So let's go back again. So first we use forever, and then we set the variable number to 0. So the value of number variable is 0, and then we will display LED 16 by 8 two characters number, and then we put if condition. So if switch 1 is equals to 1, or if switch 1 is pressed, so it's the same. So it will repeat while number is greater less than or equal to 20. Okay, so repeat while number is less than or equal to 20. Okay, so meaning it will display what's ever inside this do until the number is less than or equal to 20. Okay, so let's go to math again and set the variable number to, and then we are going to go to logic here, and then, okay, not here. Go to math, I mean, and then use this. So set number to variable number to number plus 1. So let's go to math. Okay. Let's make it variable and then plus 1. All right. And then we will put here a delay for 0.5 seconds. And then we will display something here again using LED scroll, 2 characters. Okay, and then we will display the variable number. And then we will put here another if do. Okay, and then if switch to. So let's go to sensor and switch to. Okay, let's go here and add it here. So if switch to is equals to 1, so meaning if switch to is pressed, it will break. Okay, let's go to loop and break. Okay. So what is this program? So let's go back here again and I will explain what is this program, guys. So first, we set a variable number to 0. All right. So meaning the initial value of this variable number is 0. Okay. And then next is LED's 16 by 8 2 characters, and then it will display number or NO. Okay. And then here, we add a condition if do. So meaning, if we press switch 1, it will start this program. Okay. So this is the condition, right? If we press switch 1, so if we press switch 1, it will become 1. So if it's true, it will do what's inside this do. And what's inside is this program. Okay. And then inside, we use repeat while number is greater than equals to 20, right? So let's remove this first, okay? So if we use this command here, guys, so number, the value of number is 0, right? And then the condition is if or repeat while number is greater than equals to 20. So 0 is less than or equal to 20, right? So that's true. 0 is less than 20. So it's true. So if it's true, it will do what's inside. Okay? And what's inside is here. Okay? What's inside? So set variable number to set number to number plus 1. Right? So what's the first number? What's the first value of the number? 0, right? So we set another variable number to 0 plus 1. Right? So 0 now becomes 1. Right? So after that, so 0 will become 1. So we put a delay here and then LED display 2 characters number. So what's the value of number now? It's 1, right? So if it's 1, it will go back again here and it will ask repeat number less than equals to 20. So 1 is less than equal to 20. So it will do what's inside again. So basically, guys, this program is, it will make the KidBright board display the numbers 1 to 20. It will count numbers 1 to 20. Okay, that's this program. That's what it will do. So let's try this. Let's play. So as you can see, it's displaying number, right? NO. So if we press switch 1, okay, see, while I'm pressing switch 1, it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See? So it will display the numbers 1 to 20. So what will happen when the number becomes 20? See, it goes back to 1 again, right? See, now it's counting again. And then in our condition, if we press switch 2, it will break, right? So if we press switch 2, see, it's now breaking, right? Because we press switch 2. Switch 2 becomes number 1. All right? So that's the example, guys, of using the looping, okay? Using the repeat while, and also the logic tab and some math tabs that we discussed the last time, right? So these are all combinations of those tabs. So if you want to make your KidBright board count from 1 to 20, so this is the command. Or if you want to make the KidBright board count up to 50, so you can just change this to 50. Or if you want the KidBright board to count up to 10 only, so you can just make it 10. So let's try. So if we make this 1, you see, it's counting here for 5. Okay, up to 10 only because we change it to 10. See, it goes back when it comes to 11. All right, guys. So that is the example that I've added here in your presentation. Okay. So those are the 4 tabs of KidBright board, guys. KidBright IDE. The loop, the weight, the music, and the clock tab. Okay. So that is our discussion about that. And if you want to go back, so you can just open this Google slide to see what are the uses of these commands in these different tabs. Okay, you can see here these are the description of what they do. Okay, so that is our discussion, guys, about loop, weight, music, and clock tab. Okay, so now let's move on, guys, to your activity for today. Okay, so if you go back to your Google Classroom, you can see this activity 3, KidBright loop, weight, and music, and clock tab. So you can just click this, and after you click it, so this will open the Google Docs of your activity. Okay, so here, of course, you have to put your name, okay, nickname, your class, and then your number. All right, and here I have instructions. Okay, number 1, understand each block from each tab. Number 2, follow the example of block programming to understand how to use the block. Number 3, screenshot your work with your name. Number 4, turn in. So in your activity, guys, I have provided here an example of a program. Okay, let's say this number 1. So number 1, create a KidBright program that will display counting from 1 to 50 when switch 1 is pressed, then switch 2 is pressed, then when switch 2 is pressed, it will stop counting. So you have to do it using your own computer, guys. So this is the example that I made, okay? But here, so you can see in the example, it's the complete program, but I've covered some of the commands, okay? So what your activity is, you have to put the right command here to complete the program. Okay, you see, I covered some of the programs here, so you have to complete. You have to put the right value, the right command to complete this program. Okay, and then at the end of your program, guys, you should also display like this one, LED scroll, your nickname, and your class. Okay, and then when you finish, you also have to take a screenshot just like this, and you have to put your screenshot here, okay, inside the box below. Okay, So that's number 1. So number 2, create a KidBright program that will play a note when switch 1 or switch 2 is pressed. So if switch 1 is pressed, play the note C5. If switch 2 is pressed, play the note F4. Okay? So this is the screenshot of my example. It's a complete program, but I've also covered some part of the program. So you have to choose the correct command and the right value to complete the program. Okay? So when you finish number 2, take a screenshot as well, and then put your screenshot here. And then number 3, create a program that will display the time and the date today. Okay? So here, I've also screenshot my example and covered some of the part of the program. Okay? So you also have to complete this program by providing the right command and the right value, okay, so that you will complete the program. And then when you finish, take a screenshot of the third program and then paste your screenshot here on the box below. Okay, so that is your activity for today, guys, in lesson 3 about loop, wait, music, and clock tab. Okay, so you just have to complete the 3 programs that I have provided in this Google Docs activity. Okay, so that's your activity, guys. You can start doing it now, but if you need help or if you have some clarifications about the lesson for today, you can ask me in the Google meeting. Okay, so I'll be there. I'll be in the Google meeting, and I'll be waiting if you have some questions. Okay, so you can start now your activity, guys.